Hey everyone, it's Nathas. Today I'm taking part in the StoneBlade large prize event. So this is a bronze event where people can bring either regular decks or NFT decks and play in a tournament to try to win prizes. So they're giving away a lot of generous prizes. Luckily, I have a little bit of free time today, so I'm joining. I'm currently debating if I'm going to mint this deck into an NFT right before we start. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the chat now because I think we're getting started very soon. Yeah, we'll go from there.
No, I will hope people are honest, but I will be able to see whether you have NFT decks in the first place.
How does one mint your deck in the first place?
The way you do that there is if you played the game before, you'll have an airdrop of SolForge or SFG, which is our token.
Okay.
On the website, there'll be a little SFG airdrop button. You can go and click to claim there. You'll need to download a wallet. I have a video in the main Discord that I'll go ahead and share
I'm
with you.
fluent. I'm very fluent with crypto.
Oh, wonderful, fantastic. So once you've selected the airdrop, then you'll go to your profile on the top right of the website, and you can go to any of your decks, and there'll be a button that has mint next to it, and that's how you can turn it into a NFT.
Listen, what chain is it on?
It's on Solana.
Solana. Cool. Finally, something cool on Solana. Jesus.
Real quick, do you mind if I ask a quick question about the website?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, according to the website, I should have 168 half decks at my disposal, but when I go into the app, it says I only have 155.
Um, that might be Phantom decks. Right now, we haven't cleared out old Phantom decks from the website, just because we're trying to reassign things to some people. So if you've been playing the game for a month or so, you probably have some Phantom decks that have already expired. So they'll show up on the website, but not in the app for you to play.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
If you use the collection manager, there's a possibly hidden column that will show the expiry dates of your decks, and you can sort by that to find out how many expired decks would be showing up on the website.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so looks like we are now at the top of the hour. I'm going to go ahead and hop on to the event here. And one moment here. I still have a handful of people not checked in. I don't know if they're here or not. I'm just going to say out your first name, and if that is you, I can go ahead and help you get checked in. So we have Alessandro, Andrew B, Bradley Schaff. I know Eli cannot be here. Kurt S, Matt K, Ton, Vinny, and Zach. If that was anyone here, go ahead and go to the event page, and there'll be a tab there that says player details. Go ahead and check in.
Okay, we may need a bit of a pause. Once again, the server link was not a never expiring one, so some people are not able to find this server.
Got it. Let me throw it in here real quick.
It's weird. I don't actually see create invite. So
It's because I copied the one from the previous message event. Got it. That makes sense. Generate.
Where's the event page?
I can go ahead and link that here.
All right, thank you. I was one of the names you called out, but I'm completely lost.
Oh, no problem. So
It's in the announcements chat.
Yeah. We can go ahead here. I'll repost it in. Oh, yep. Thank you. Event list there, and let's grab a invite link.
Okay, I think I did it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
No problem.
Did you say we do or do not have to post the deck we're using?
You do not have to post the deck you're using. There have been some issues with that recently, so we're just going to bypass it.
yeah.
Okay,
So-
thank you.
Wait, what?
If you're claiming it as being minted, though, do you need to post it?
I will. I'll have some confirmation at the end. You can send me a link to the decks, and I can verify afterwards. But for prizes and everything, I will go ahead and I have a forum that I'll send out for people so they can get their extra bonus prizes beyond just your win-loss ratio.
Yeah. Well, some people are still having problems. I know that I successfully registered a deck that I've used today, so you can probably put it in, and that's convenient for everybody, and you can see the decks.
Are we playing best of 1 or best of 3?
It'll be best of 1, so everyone will have 50 minutes to complete their game. So we're gonna try and keep it a minimum or a maximum of 1 hour per round. We're just gonna go ahead here. I think we got everybody added, and people who arrive late will be able to get them into some games. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead and post pairings here in a second. You can go to the event page that Gorgeous linked in the announcements chat. You'll be able to go from there to pairings, and you'll see who you're up against in the first round. You'll hop down to the room. You do not have to use voice chat if you are not comfortable with that. You can just type in the corresponding text channel of the voice room. You can actually just click on that table number. There'll be a little chat button that you can talk to whoever via text. You'll need to change friend codes with them on Steam, add them as a friend, and start your game from there. So we'll go ahead. We'll give a little bit of extra time here in the first round. So we will call it there at the top of the hour for 55 minutes. If you have any questions or issues getting into the game, feel free to message me, and we'll be able to help out. There's myself, and there is also Nick Fletcher joining me today here from StoneBlade team. We are both here to answer any questions and assist you in getting into games. For now, let me go ahead here and start posting pairings.
So the pairings will come with which table we're going to be seated at?
Yep.
Cool.
This pairing of a deck on the database, my fuse decks, do I have to have or click something in order for it to say on the event page that I have a deck selected?
Yeah, you have to go. Yeah, in the player details, you'll have to select which fuse deck you're using in order to start that.
Okay, because when I click on the deck on the web page, it doesn't. It sends me to another page with with my deck list, but there's nothing that suggests I should click on this.
You've got to be in the event. Go to the player details tab, and it'll say deck registration. You hit the little drop down, and you pick your deck out of that.
My events.
We're gonna go ahead.
It's the tab all the way to the right. It's called Player Details.
And which part am I clicking on?
Deck registration. So you'll click that, and then it'll bring up a list of all your fuse decks. You find it in there, click it, pick which forge board you want, and then you should be good to go. Make sure you check in as well.
Events.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
So where are the pairings being posted at?
Alright, so you can go ahead now. I just went ahead and made them live. So if you go to the event that is in the announcement chat and click on pairings, you'll now be able to see who you are up against.
If you don't see it, hit just refresh your browser.
All right, so we're about to start round 1. I'm at table 15. I am playing a Darkforge Drain deck. So I didn't really want to kind of talk over the initial stuff that was going on, but basically the goal of this deck is to Darkforge Drain as much as we can. There's a lot of spells, a lot of ways to play free spells. So that's kind of the goal of what we're playing here. Using Oros, we have ways to pump with the Bartok. We got Leyline Environment to blank. We've got Life Gain. We've got Taliesin. So we got a lot of good stuff. So with my opponents in the room, so we'll get going. Hey, what's up? No worries if you could hear me. I'll mute myself now. All right, so my opponent will be text only. All right, so I got to get Steam up to be able to send a request. Ooh, I think he... No, never mind. All right, so they just accepted. So let's go to a friend battle. I need to refresh. Oh, that's awesome. They just messaged me saying that they have seen me watching or opening stuff on YouTube. All right, so I'm just making sure that I pick the right user. Huh. Carp Beastie. I don't see that. Interesting. Interesting. Let's. Oop. Looks like I just got the invite, so we are set. That's my deck. interested to see what they're playing. Alright, so we got a Sunder, Evoker, Firebranding. Lots of ways to make bodies. Dark Heart, Spite Main, and Devouring. Betrayer Mustic is pretty cool. Yeah, this looks like a solid list. Alright. I think we have to, me being first, I have to go Taliesin. And I think we just have to activate here. And hope that they don't have their removal right off the bat, because the rest of my hand is pumps and removal, so that could just be an unfortunate start to this turn. That's the one downside about this list, is sometimes you could get like overspelled. So it's like you really want to be going second. But alright, so that's not bad actually. So they're gonna get a spell sprite. I think we Necrovive here just to level that up. If they had the Dreadbolt, I feel like they would have used it. So then I could just Feral Instinct it next. I think that's the move. So we'll Necrovive. We'll kill the mage. They'll get a spell sprite. We'll see what they play. So there's technically still a chance that they have removal, but I feel like I would have seen it right away. And the fact that they put the spell sprite in front. Oh wow, they do have the removal. That's not ideal. This is a creature. Give one of your creatures. So I feel like I just level up the Feral Instinct just so I'm playing a spell. The Primal Surge here is not as important, so we'll just play that to nothing. We got a couple spells in, but it's not the best start. So we're just seeing a lot of bodies hit the ground here. Alright, I like this hand. There's just a lot of removal and life gain, and unfortunately we didn't have like the Geist last turn, because that would have been insane with that hand. If I was able to go like Taliesin into Geist into Primal Surge, but that's where this deck can get crazy. But we still are in a situation where if I go like Spite Maiden into Dissian Siphon into Vampiric Geist and then play the Dreadbolt second, we're still able to kind of push forward. I guess the real question is, do I do the Geist first? We got to start with the Spite Maiden and we got to sacrifice it. I do think we go Geist, and we probably just set it up to kill the Drake, maybe. Maybe I set up to kill this Spell Sprite in case they don't play a spell. There is a good chance a spell's coming, but it puts me out of the Devour Soul range still. So yeah, we will go Spite Maiden. It doesn't really matter where I put it because it's going to get destroyed. Take the damage. We'll Dissian Siphon. And like I could Dreadbolt now, but I feel like it's a waste. I think the right move here is just to go Vampiric Geist. I could plan to trade and then kill something else, or I could plan to hopefully keep here if they don't play a spell. But again, there's a good chance a spell's hitting. And maybe not, though. Let's look at their discard pile. So they've seen 3 out of 6. This is turn 2. I think I'm going to take the gamble. I'm going to regret it 100%, but I'm going to take the gamble that they don't have one of like their 3 spells left. And then this also might force them to play the spell. And like Devour Soul doesn't kill it, Witherfrost Circle doesn't kill it, and then, well, I think Witherfrost Circle actually we just saw in the discard. Yeah, and then Mount of Heroes just pumps, and then if they pump something, I can just kill that. So I guess if the Mount of Heroes is probably, of the spells that are left, the one I probably want to see the least. But actually, I'm okay with this. 'Cause now I'm going to take some damage. My spirit stays alive. If I'm going to kill anything, I might as well kill the bigger one. It's a little unfortunate that this is the only spell, but I also don't really have any life gain opportunity. So again, that's not too bad. I think... Let's see, what's in my... It's been, I've been so busy with life stuff, I haven't really been able to play as much lately as I would like. I do think we're probably going to go Bartok into Blight Witch into Zaraswil is probably the smartest move here. The Leyline Vermin's not bad, but like, if I'm going to sacrifice something, it's probably going to need to be the Bartok. But I do want the Blight Witch to kill the Drake. So I guess we'll go Bartok here. Then we'll see what gets played. Actually, the Zaraswil could kill the Drake, so that's not bad either. The real question is how many spells do we have in the banish or in the discard? So we got, or banish, sorry. So we played 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like not as much as I would like to see in the first cycle, but like at the end of the cycle, I'll have 5 spells that I would have played. So that's a +10, +10. Of the cards that I missed, let's see. I've got to like look at my own deck list again because it's been a long time since I played this. I think the main one I'm sad to miss is the Botanimate here. Alright, so Inflaming here. Next creature is getting +3 attack. So that means 7, 8, 5. So unless anything goes crazy, I could technically play the Blight Witch, line it up to kill the Sprite. The next creature is going to get big. Yeah, why not? Worst case, they play Mount of Heroes and kill that. I won't be too upset if that's the case. That'll line up to kill here. Next creature is going to get +3 attack. So likely they're playing a creature. Like this, Inflaming, very likely, what's the word I'm looking for? Telegraphs a creature play. But I could be wrong. Now, based on the board state, they might be like, oh crap. I do have a feeling that may be the decision right now. Let's look at the discard to be sure. I have a feeling the decision they might be making is if they're going to play a Mount of Heroes to kill my Blight Witch. Or play a creature and take advantage of the Inflaming Sparker. Because Devour Soul, I guess technically would also kill my Geist here. But again, if I had the Devour Soul, I wouldn't necessarily risk me sacrificing this Geist to like not get the flip for the Soul Gorger. The Ritual could potentially kill something. Yeah, okay. So we got the Devouring Spectre, which is not a bad play here. I just need to hope that I hit, like, a piece of removal next turn. I do like going second here because of this Necrovive. Although if they play a spell, that'll get rid of my Geist. This Blight Witch here is now more of a lightning rod than anything else. But I think I'm going to save the Mantis just because I don't have enough spells, so this will be a good cycle 3 answer. I guess technically if they were to play a spell and kill my Geist, I could still Necrovive for free and get something off the board, and then probably drop Vampiric Geist, and then we might Feral Instinct and drop Azera's Will. Like, technically, it's just they have Dreadbolt, so it's not worth wasting my Mantis here. But I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells. I could get it to 7 before playing a Mantis if I really wanted. But oh, I forgot that was a thing. Probably should have kept an eye on that Outwit. Although I'm glad it's gone now, so I have a little more safety for potentially throwing out Darkforge Train. But likely, depending on what gets played, we're going. All right. So we're gonna start with the free Necrovive no matter what. Goodbye, Hawk Rider. Now here, I'm likely taking 10. Now I could technically go Vampiric Geist. So if I were to get greedy, I were to play my Darkforge Train first. I don't think I can. I don't think it's worth it. So I think that Geist is going to die. If it doesn't, then we could get really greedy for this play up here. So I think we're going to drop the Geist here to set up a potential kill next turn. Because obviously I'm taking 10. So then right now we should be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. All right, this worked out really well, I think. Because I can go Feral Instinct after going Zera's Will and then Darkforge Drain here and push a ton of damage. And then the problem is I don't want to play the free Mantis because that'll be worthless. So let me just do. Well, first we're going Zera's Will here. We want to kill that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Problem is this will put it to 8. Then it just dies to a Dreadbolt, but that's the only thing it dies to. But we want to be aggressive. Either way, I'm just going to drop this. I keep forgetting. I'm counting. It's been a while since I've played. So I'm actually in the process of buying a new house. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I've not really been playing as much lately. Once that's settled, though, I hope to be playing a lot more. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 spells. So give this plus 16. Plus 16. So 27. I'll go 23, and then it's just going to be completely open for a kill. But you know what? I don't care. We're having fun today. We're going to play that for free. I think we'll start with the vermin. So I just looked at the chat, and Ike's Ninjas with more room to store decks on the new house. So yeah, that's something that they're definitely. I'll have a little more room, but I also we're like going to be delegating more space. So the basement, I'm nervous about storing cards in the basement, although that's probably where the right place would be for the amount of stuff I have. So I've got like I think almost 4,000 decks now, plus all the other card games that I've got stuff for. So that's something that's going to be moving it is going to be stressful. Like that's the part that I'm most worried about is physically moving my stuff from point A to point B. Like I've got a ton of the 5-row boxes, but it'll be quite interesting. Now this is intriguing because I feel like we might have dodged a Dreadbolt. Let's see what's in there. Discard. All right, so the ritual is gone. Witherfrost Circle's gone. Like I feel like if a Dreadbolt was here, there would be a potential of a snap play. Although like they could just chump here, so that's like the risk of wasting the Dark Forge Drain there. Is now this could just be chumped, but alright, so they're gonna put out 2 blockers. So now I could Spite Maiden into a Toxic Spores. The risk is if this gets killed, I'm taking basically 15. But I think that's the plan here. Yeah, I'll give. I will say playing this deck stresses me out. Because you're like so dependent on like drawing. Alright, Dreadbolt. Let's see what's getting killed. Alright. I'm okay with that. Alright, this is not bad. So we go Taliesin into Siphon into Dreadbolt. And then potentially Ferocious Roar. I have a feeling that unless I really need the life, it's going to be these 4 cards hitting out this turn. So it's probably going to be Taliesin, Siphon, Ferocious Roar, and then last play Dreadbolt. the sake of it. Let's just go in here. And typically I like to play Taos in second play, but I just want to get it over with knowing what their other cards are going to be so I could officially know what my last play is going to be. So when I go to play that Dreadbolt, so I'm at the heroes. I guess we're going Siphon. I could Botanimate the Dark Heart, but I think I'd rather Ferocious Roar. This way, if they don't block the Spite Maiden, I could just Dreadbolt for the kill. Right now, these will trade. If I don't have the kill here, these will trade. If they like Dreadbolt one of these two, which likely would be if they do the Dreadbolt. Oh, that's already gone. Alright, so at this point we're pushing 8 in through. So I guess we're just gonna drop the Blight Witch and do nothing. Oh, hold on. So they've got, I think, oh no, okay, we're in cycle 3 before. So yeah, I think we just drop the Blight Witch. And then depending on how this turn looks, likely we just play the Botanimate, even if it's to nothing. We play the free Zeraswell, we play the free Primal Surge, and we give something +6/+6. Yes, we'll just play the Botanimate for nothing. We'll play the free Zeraswell. We will Primal Surge and shift. So I think that'll do it. We will see though. So my guess is in best case they could block 2 more creatures and then we push in with 6. I will say I definitely took a lot more damage than I would have liked. And I took a couple risks here. Luckily, they did not draw their Dreadbolt the turn that I played the Dark Forge Train earlier on. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right. So let me go back into the main chat. But yeah, so that was the first round. I think there's only a few tables left, so it looks like we're moving pretty quick as an event, which is great to see. Although I don't know how much time has actually been taken off the clock. So there's about 25 minutes left in the round. I should probably submit. Yeah, there's only 5 matches left. So yeah, hopefully this will be, because it's only 4 rounds. It'll be a nice and quick event, which would be very desirable for me because I have to start packing for the move. So yeah, basically my goal is, once I'm like moved in and settled, I'm gonna really restart a bunch of the events that I've been running and so on. But basically the next month or so is gonna be pretty hectic. So yeah, but it's exciting. But it's just been kind of taking away from my ability to play games. But overall, though, this deck, I like it a lot. It has the ability to high roll very, very well. But it also, oops, I pressed the wrong button there. Let me go back. The risk with this list is you can kind of get too many spells all at once. So as long as you get like a balance or like of like 1 or 2 creatures plus the rest spells, then you're in a really good spot. That game, there was like 1 or 2 turns where I had to play a couple suboptimal plays just to be able to get spells into the discard and banish, and then kind of just hope for the best. But I will say it's a lot of fun to play, and it's just really trying to time your Dark Forge drains as well as possible. And we'll see how the rest of the event goes. But so far, definitely not a bad start. So I'm going to jump back into the main voice chat. And Lucas sent over a booster code for the start. So I guess everyone who participates gets a booster. So let's see what we got while we're waiting. So I think we go to...
Ooh.
All right, so it's a Blighted Ironbeard. We got a Reconstruct and an Aerial Assault, which are both interesting. I feel like there's not enough mobility to really feel like you could take advantage of the Aerial Assault otherwise. That being said, this is an interesting one. For Eloyan, it's definitely not bad. And Blighted Forgeborn are always nice. I'll do the Necrom last. Let's look at our Tempest. So far, it's looking pretty aggressive. I'd say it's like average, though. 1 Exalt for the Wildfire Maiden or the Aether Tap is not ideal. But there's a lot of ways to like move stuff around, pump attack, give aggressive. So definitely could be an interesting list for the right fuse. We got a Betrayer Archivist, Cultivating Guardian with the Prevailing, and a Preserved Habitat. So that's interesting. Oh, and we got a Soulbind too. All right, so this deck could be very interesting just for the sake of kind of all the like unique things that are in it. And then the last one here, let's hope for something sick. Darkshaper Savant. Alright, I would say this one's pretty average as well. But I will take a booster. Definitely exciting. I guess I should see. I'm curious what deals are in. Oh, that's not bad, actually. $3 for a full booster pack. Maybe I'll get that at some point. So it's looking like there are 3 games that are unsubmitted so far. Part of me was like, oh man.
We just waiting on one more table?
Yep.
Part of me
think
wishes that
we
I just
just
started like
have
another
table
fun game,
number
but
5. Table number 11 is also finishing up, but they're not using voice comms right now. So feel free to grab a glass of water. If anything, I will start the round at the earliest in 6 minutes. So get up and grab yourself a breather if you're here.
Alright, there we go. So I guess while we're waiting, I'm just gonna play a solo game. So this deck that I'm about to play with, and I'll play against this one's fun. So I'm actually likely about to move this deck, unfortunately, just because I got a good deal for it. But it's one of my favorite lists that I have. That's like basically it's got a Betrayer, Disintegrating Omni, and I got this list in an eBay auction. Actually, it was in just like the middle of a collection, and it's just an insane green list. So while we're waiting, I might as well just do a game against the computer with this. At this point, just want to upgrade that. Oh, computer, you should have blocked. But yeah, this deck could be really, really crazy. So basically the goal of this, it runs a Blighted Cersei that has Soul Swap, so then you're gaining life, you're pushing a lot of damage, but if you get to cycle 4 and you're not already winning, you basically just flip your Soul Swap, you reanimate a Disintegrating Omni Betrayer with your River of Souls level 2 or 3, and you just kill them right off the bat, cycle 4, turn 1, which is really fun. But this overall is just a really cool deck either way. Guess we will. Cool. So I guess we will drop the Blight Witch. We're gonna activate Derek's Embrace this away because that has trample. Or not trample, breakthrough. We're also potentially pushing more with that Glow Hive. Here I think I'm just gonna Disintegrate. So the deck that I'm playing against, so this is actually another one of my brews that's a triple vampiric with a Betrayer Ator. And basically you just try to whittle away their board using vampiric with the Sky Conduit. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do a lot of stuff right here. Still getting 2 triggers off bonusless Hollis like right away is really nice. We're definitely playing the other river. I'm not sure what I'm reanimating yet. At this point, I'm just gonna go Glow Hive, gain some life. Alright.
Yes. If you go to let me go ahead. I can
could technically
show
explosive
you where
demise.
here.
I feel like it's not really worth it, but I'm just gonna do it because it's fun. Oh, nice. Alright, so now I don't have to waste my river, which is good. Oh, that's a little sad. Now we can wipe the board next turn with that Blighted Cersei. And we actually have a pretty solid hand here.
Okay, I think I'm gonna hop down there real quick and help them with selecting the winner, and then we should be good to start the next round.
I really wanted that free spell, so that's one of the reasons why I waited. That's why that purple deck could be nasty. Alright, so
Anybody else happy to see LSU in a close game with UCLA?
Yep, it's a good one so far. I have about $600 on the Michigan game, so I'm happy right now. Michigan's raping them.
Are you betting the spread or just the win?
Spread.
Okay. Everyone has submitted, so I'm going to go ahead and finalize the round here.
Yeah, where can I see the bracket?
There is not a bracket. We're just recording wins and losses. Okay. Next round pairings are up. So feel free to head on into your next room.
All right, let's see where we're paired. Let me make sure I have the correct deck selected. Refresh. In round 2, we're playing against Isaac. All right. What table were we at? 11. What's up?
Of course.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, you?
I'm doing all right.
Norman was late, so I was watching your match. I didn't see the end of it, though. Clearly, you won, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a meme to get deck together, Betrayer Pulse Mage, that I
sick.
stole from my brother, so it was, it drew well, but we'll see what happens.
I feel like Pulse Mage could be really good against this list.
Yeah, I played a minion deck. So he had no targets for me to really get after, but I had 3 Pulse Mages on the board, including a level 3.
Oh, so you're double Pulse Mage. Oh, crap.
He could not gain a board.
All right. I am happy to be second here.
Well, that really sucks for me. If I were second, like, I could have just bid them both. Get out of here. And you got Dark Forge too, don't you?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, this is that green half that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Cheap.
I'm so glad to at least have those two beside me now.
Big block. Big block.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to activate?
No, but you should bring yours out too. We'll have a Talzan party.
You're right.
Alright. Now you can do it.
Oh, crap. I was not ready for the augmentation. No! Got them both together, both times.
Both times, yeah. Except for the last one really didn't work out for me.
What's the way I want to handle this?
Maybe I should have kept my talisman alive.
I would have loved
If
that.
you want to play yours, that'd be alright.
I haven't seen mine yet.
Oh.
So the question is it worth it to play this instead? Three, four, five. It'll get me another spell. I think that's fine, actually. Then I have the forge next. That's interesting. Not a fan of this move. I will say those double pulse mages are tough. I've had to play this game a lot differently than I feel like I normally would. Womp womp.
I could have done it differently.
What's up?
Oh. I should have ordered my turn a little differently. Oh well.
Huh. That stupid reanimation ability. I think I have to do this.
Ah. At least that's off the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So at this point, I let Taliesin live. Doesn't really matter which one I turn off.
The one damage could be the deciding factor.
Looks I've got
Well, never mind.
and that. Hmm. Hmm. Am I willing to play this? No. Save that. Start with that. I had a rough hand there.
I had all level 1s except for the Pulse Mage. So.
GG.
Good game.
Oof. Yeah, that
Oh,
reanimation with Taliesin was sick. That like one turn where you were just like Taliesin, activate, reanimate, play another free spell. I was just like, oh crap.
yeah, that was.
That was awesome.
I used to think Reanimate was like the worst spell or worst Forgeborn ability, and then
It can be
found
really solid.
the Summoning Stitcher, which I almost brought today, but not for the Infinite. I just have the Pocketmancer machine gun. But I don't think I can get 9 triggers in 2.5 minutes. I tried, and like that's without one click, and the game isn't fast enough with the triggers to like, because you got to click on every single one. So it's I can get a decent amount, but not enough.
I get that. Yeah, and I feel like with this list, because it's like creature light, I feel like that's just like I'm like, oh crap, that's so much removal.
Yes, all the eggs in one basket. Yeah, I need to play decks like that, otherwise I kind of fall off. But it's fun either
I
way.
like it a lot.
It's having a bunch of pulse mages out at the same time. It's just like, oh crap.
Yeah, once you start landing the level 3s, that's when it gets like pretty insane.
Yes.
Well, awesome. Thanks for the game. How have things been otherwise? Like things been good?
Yeah, really
Good
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
I am gonna work on
Mm.
sometime either this weekend or next weekend trying to find that list you're interested in. Because
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
my dino list.
Yes.
Mortals and
Oh
shenanigans.
yeah, because I know the biggest thing is like we're starting the packing process. So if I didn't tell you, me and Liz, we are closing on a house that we made an offer on last weekend. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
I heard, or you told me you were looking, but not that you
yeah.
found
So
something.
we kind
So that's
of
awesome.
very quickly found one, which was we got very lucky. So as a result, we have to like start packing up our apartment now, even though like it's still like I would say about a month away of us, I think, being able to move in. It's just like we're gonna start going through stuff, throwing stuff out, and like part of that is probably gonna be me going through and trying to find some of these decks that people have been asking for.
Yeah. Did you move a little closer to work? Because you got to
Yes.
commute now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so I'll be instead of like an hour and 15ish minutes, it'll be about 30 minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's like right in between where both of us work, which is nice. So it's like neither of us have too long of a drive, and we also just like it's an amazing property. Like we're very excited.
And your own SolForge room.
True. Although, so like that's the thing that we were trying to figure out where I'm gonna be able to like store cards like comfortably, because like the best place space wise would have been the basement. One room we're gonna turn into a guest room. One room we're probably gonna have our bedroom, and the other room we're gonna be like an office space kind of thing. So maybe that's where a lot of the cards are gonna go temporarily. I just don't feel comfortable putting them into a basement right now, because just in case until we understand like how humid it gets down there, I don't want to just like destroy all my stuff.
Right.
But as of right now, I've got way too many cards between all the games that I've played over the years, and it's stressful to think about trying to get them out of here. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Maybe I'll have to move some of my bulk before I go, because looking behind me and seeing like the towers of cards, it's like kind of stressing me out trying to figure out how I'm gonna bring that over.
You need a moving truck just for your cards.
Basically,
Do you hire movers, or you guys doing it on your own?
we're gonna probably do part of it on our own, and then we'll likely hire movers for like the big stuff. So I know definitely for like the cards, I'm gonna tell them you guys are moving those from place to place.
Yeah. Don't drop them or
Yeah.
put them by any flame. Yeah. No cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm a little worried though, because I'm probably gonna have to like tape them up and stuff.
Yeah. The last time we moved, I'm like, I'm hiring movers, and I still didn't. Like, and I regret it. So the next time I move is mover time.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, my wife informed me that we're not moving, so never mind. We're here forever.
Oh man.
I am streaming. My brothers want to know how you organize your collection.
So I started by having boxes based off of like faction and stuff like that, so I could at least say, all right, if I need to go to Necrom, I could go through these couple boxes. Then it got to a point where that all got derailed, because like I would open stuff that would be in piles, and then I was just like, oh, like I just need to put these in boxes to get them off my desk. And as of now, I would say that it is like I open a box, I have to scan it to see about what date that the cards from that box were entered in to my collection, and then hope for the best that I could find it. Which is why, like, at some point, I need to really like reorganize everything. But the amount of time it would take me, like, I'm like, oh no, like I don't know if it's even worth it at this point.
Yeah.
So it's half
I
organized.
I have a couple thousand decks less than you, and I tried alphabetically and I gave up.
Yeah. In an ideal world, it would just be by color. But the other big thing is, it's like I would just like need to have just a couple shelves that I could just stack 2 to 3 5-row boxes tall and like 2 wide. That way, I could just easily get to boxes as I'm going. Because the biggest problem right now is if I want to get to a box at the bottom, I have to move like 10 plus 5-row boxes to get to a box at the bottom. And the room that all my stuff is in right now is like very tight because like we've been using it as storage as well. So it's like we knew we were eventually going to move. So like when we got our TVs, we like kept the big boxes cuz we were like we didn't want to like break them as they moved. So we're like we'll keep the boxes and we'll eventually like potentially move with them in the boxes and then throw out the boxes wherever we move to. And one of them is like one of those curved TVs that we got like 5-6 years ago. So it's like that one I would not feel comfortable not having a box for to move it. But like those take up a ton of room, and like Liz has like a million squishmallows that are sitting in a mountain in one corner, and it's just like there's so much stuff in here that I can't comfortably really move around in this room. So it's like it'll be very nice to actually have places to put stuff. But yeah.
My brother says thanks for.
Oh yeah, no worries. Sorry for the long-winded answer.
Oh no.
It's the Wild
What
West,
we asked
basically.
for.
There was a point at which it was organized, and then it got out of hand. But that's why it takes me so long to find stuff. So it's like I have an idea of like, oh, this box is around this time frame, and I think this deck was in one of these. If it has a betrayer, it's a little bit easier because I've separated like all the betrayers and soul binds and things like that separately. So like I know a couple boxes or a couple shelves where those could be. But other than that, it's like if it's before if it's like sometime in 2023, then I have a good shot at finding it. If it's 2024, it's just random. And that's when it's brutal. Or end of 2023 into 2024.
And I'm pretty sure it is one of your earlier ones because I've been eyeing it for a while.
It will, yes. And the problem with that though is it's just at the bottom of the pile. So it's like I would have to move like 10 plus 10 or 5-row boxes just to get anywhere close to it.
Yep. May 28th, 23. So good.
That might be slightly after that first batch of stuff together too. So I know the end of 2022 up until somewhere in the middle of 2023 is all in one section, and those were all sorted. And then it got bad sometime around the middle of 2023.
Did you set up NFTs for the tourney here?
I was gonna, but I was just not gonna rush it, and I don't know if that would make them easier or harder to potentially trade. And right now, oh, what's up?
No, I agree with you there. I was another reason why I didn't want to do the Stitcher deck, just because I didn't want to NFT it, because whoever I'm gonna sell it to, if I do sell it, probably didn't want it in NFT form, because I'm pretty sure that that's just gonna jumble things.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's definitely a market for people who want to play with NFT decks, but if it's like a higher value list, knowing that you have to spend like $30+ worth of coins to fuse right now or to NFT it right now. Like granted there was this the airdrop, so it's like you get them yourselves, but like looking at like the cost of NFTing a deck, likely it's worth like most average decks I would say sell for like $5 to $10. Above average start getting to 20, 30, 40, 50. Like stronger decks get like 50, 60, 70, 80, and like really really good decks could be like hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
If you already spend $30 to fuse 2 halves, it's just like I have a hard time seeing any margin because you've also already like if the deck was valued at 10 and then you're putting in another $15 of value into it, like it's just that's the part that's interesting to me. That being said, if someone was like, I want this deck and I want it to be an NFT, then that's something where I would happily mint it.
Yeah, by all means, if this is what gets the sale done. Yeah.
I just don't fully understand the blockchain and how all this works. And as a result, I think everyone is submitted. But yeah, as a result, that was just hard for me to embrace it, knowing that there could be tax implications to everything that we do there. But I'm hoping that when they do that tax chat, then we'll really know what's going on.
Yeah, I get some nice answers. All right,
All right,
let's
but
head up.
good luck next round. I
Yep,
better see you
as well.
undefeated.
We'll see.
I
There's
believe
some
in you.
nasty decks up there.
All right, see you later.
Later.
Okay. Round 3 pairings should be popping up here in just a moment for you.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. Early in the morning, but a couple of coffees has helped.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because what time is it for you guys out there?
Oh, it's 7:30 in the morning here,
Oh my
so
goodness.
that's not too bad.
So,
but I did wake up at 4:30.
I was
Couldn't
about to
get back to
say, like
sleep.
7:30
So
now, okay, but like 4:30.
yeah, it was a 6 o'clock start. So yeah,
Oh, that's
but
brutal.
yeah, we're doing okay.
How you?
Decision making's not great at this time in the morning, but
I get
yeah,
you.
it's all good.
Yeah, and like I didn't know if I was gonna even have time to play today. So I'm really
Yeah.
glad. Like last minute, I was like, okay, I could actually
I've
do this.
managed to jump in. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's been really good turnout. It's been nice
Yeah.
to see like 50 players in here.
I know. It's been really, really nice.
Okay.
I should probably look to see what you're playing.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh. This looks really strong. Oh, did you get this duplication dome deck from GVG?
I got it off Bryce.
Oh wow.
So Bryce bought it for oh, who did Bryce? Bryce bought it in one of the sales.
Yeah, so it definitely had to be the Grey Viking Games because I remember seeing a duplication dome with the Nova Elementalist list. I remember being
It
like,
was
"That's
so
wild."
Yeah, so he bought that because he wanted an RSE deck.
Yeah.
And then he ended up pulling one which was stronger than the one he'd bought. So yeah, so he's traded it for me because I pulled a Utera with a Betrayer Darkheart in it. So which he wanted for his Rumble Spark. So he's traded the Rumble Spark off to me, and I've managed to find something to go with it. So yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
It's worked out well. It's nice, yeah. Oh no, that's weird. The Mecha Mage is supposed to have a trigger on it, but the card.
I Leyline Vermined it.
Oh, did you? Oh, of course. Yeah. No, there we go. That's
Yeah.
all right. As I say, it's early in the morning. I'm missing things. So yeah. No, I was like, why didn't I not get that trigger? But yep, there we go.
I know that feeling.
That makes sense.
All right, let's see.
Okay. Um,
All right. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Hmm. Is it worth it? One thing that I've been meaning to really try. So like the
mm,
vampiric with Rumble Spark interaction is so fun. And I have a triple
yeah.
vampiric list that I've never really played with a
Oh,
Nova deck. And I gotta
yeah.
do it. Because just seeing
It's
that
got
with the
yeah.
skeleton, I'm just like, oh, that's so
Just
good.
just with that one drop,
Oh,
it's
I
like
know.
yeah. Just knowing you're gonna trigger it straight off, it's
It's
really
so
nice.
nice, yeah.
It's um,
I think you might have inspired me after this to dig through and
yeah.
see if I could make one work.
Excellent. Oh, well, that's good. I did look for something with more than just the one vampiric trigger, but yeah, if you've got one with three, oh god, that'd be
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's got to be good.
Nice.
Oh.
Question is, what are the odds of you having it? High. Not worth it. All right, so what's the plan here? So if we do this, and this. Yeah. Actually.
Nice. Okay, this is going to be a struggle.
Yeah, that was. I got pretty lucky with that hand there.
That was good. That was, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Good game. Good
Yeah.
game.
Good game.
Yeah.
It's like some games this deck just goes crazy and everything just kind of ended up in the right sequence.
Just worked. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was great playing against you. I
Excellent.
do feel like that if
Yes, thank you.
if you end up hitting like Firestorm on like when I have
Yeah.
low stuff, because the problem is a lot of times with this deck, it's just if you remove a few things, I can't get going. So it's like
Yeah.
I was terrified, and I think I just got lucky with the way that your hands landed and the way my
Yeah.
hands landed.
Yeah, they didn't land great. So I was a bit like, oh, when you know you've got the cards and you just don't see the cards like you want, and I was like,
know.
oh God. So, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So
100%.
yeah, that's all good.
But that deck
Excellent,
was
great
sick
stuff.
though. That Nova deck is
Yeah.
so interesting. Like
It's really good. On that first game I played, I didn't see the Rumble Spark once.
Really?
But I managed to, yeah. So didn't see it at all, and I ended up a really nice little combo was the Scorchmane Dragon, dropping that on the Sacrifice Chamber. So then I wiped, I think, 3 of his creatures with the deployability from the, and then got an 18-point health swing from the Sacrifice Chamber. So that won me the game. But it's a little combo that I never knew was in there, and I never really thought about.
Yeah, that's insane. That's
But
so awesome.
yeah, that was really good. So yeah, it has got some little tricks, and it tested really well. It just doesn't seem to be on the night. It doesn't seem to be quite doing what it did in testing. But yeah, it's all good. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll get there. So yeah, good stuff. Excellent.
Yeah.
Right. I've just got to run in the house. So thank you very much for the game.
Yeah, thank you for the game.
Good luck with your last game. So
I appreciate it. You as well.
it was a pleasure. All right. Nice one. Thanks very much.
See you later.
See ya.
I feel like while we're waiting in between rounds, I think we have a little bit of time this time. I'm going to look to see if I could find a good Rumble Spark deck from my collection that can match with that triple vampiric deck that I was talking about. I'm intrigued to see how that would run. And actually, so if I'm going to go with Nova triple vampiric, it's okay if my spell count's a little lower, because that's been one of the complaints or one of the struggles, is that sometimes if the spell count's a little bit low, the deck can feel a little meh. But I'm gonna look to see if there's any that would be kind of crazy. That would be fun. So I'm gonna try to quickly brew that and see. Oh, actually, there's one that I know of that I have that's like very aggressive that I've never really messed with before. If I could find that in my collection, then that'll be the one I have to test with. So I remember I opened it at PAX last year, and it had like Windspark Element. Everything was like aggressive or breakthrough. Yeah, let's give that a go. All right, I found it. So let me fuse it real quick, and then we'll just get a game in against the client. I wish I had a Nova Elementalist deck with a Elementalist Ritual, because I feel like that would be like the dream for that deck. And just so I can remember the name of the other one. Just gotta refresh now that I've fused them. I don't know if these really fuse super well, but we'll give it a go.
How does getting the gold work? Is that just a code as well?
That's something that we're gonna have to add on through the back end here to get you the gold. I don't think we currently have the functionality to give out codes for gold yet.
Gotcha. So you'll have a username and you'll be able to have the engineers do that, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I'm planning on basically getting everything recorded down today, and then gonna have them work on that Monday, Tuesday, and try to get those sent out.
How many rounds are we playing? You said round robin earlier, so that means we need to play everyone, right?
Nope, it's just going to be for. I mean, feel free to stick around and keep playing. But we're doing one more round after this.
All right. Thanks.
Man, if we played everyone, this would be like a 24-hour marathon tournament here, or what? Jeez.
Oh boy, yeah.
I think 4 rounds feels pretty good to me. A nice amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the client. I like that we can get through these rounds pretty quick. So 4 rounds feels pretty good.
Yeah, we'll be out here before 6.
Yeah, I was kind of worried because I have to go I work night shift, and I usually leave the house here just after 6. So I was like, oh man, might have to be forfeiting my last round, but it looks like we're gonna be able to get through it and get done by 6. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, nice. What do you do for night shift, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh yeah, I'm a night shift RN. I work in a rehab hospital.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I do rehab nursing and do night shift 3 days a week, or 3 nights a week, I should say. So that's part of why I'm the upside down is when I'm working, I'm kind of upside down for schedule with the rest of the world. I guess I'm actually the right side up with the Aussie guys when I'm in my night shift rotation. So I've kind of been joking with them that I'm the right side up with when I'm playing with them. But yeah, I've kind of flipped back and forth. Like my weekends switch into the night shift world, and then during the week I switch back to a day shift. So kind of just go back and forth like that. It's worked for 10 years so far.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm on year 11, I believe. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say I did that for about 3 years in total of my life, and that was it takes a toll on you. Once you get used to it,
Yeah.
that's something. But it's still the
Yeah,
day of transition is always tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The transition days are hard, and then you have to find a way to sleep during the day. So like I have like a blackout curtains. I can sleep in our basement where it's like dark and cool, or I can just get our master bedroom has dark out curtains. I can get that room nice and cool and quiet, and I do like a sound machine or a loud fan for like white noise, because you'll hear like garbage trucks and people mowing their lawns, and stuff like that wakes you up. Like you got to have like a white noise to cover that up. But yeah, that's the key. Like you got to find a way to still be able to sleep during the day. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be real rough for you.
Mm-hmm.
And Lucas, I'll send. I'm recording today. My intention is to post on YouTube, like the video of it.
Yeah.
But I'll send you. Yeah, I'm sure you have a form where we can send out like information
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
currently in announcements. I will I'll retag it again at the end of the event. There's no deadline on needing to submit the event, so if you submit the if you put the video on like a couple days into the week or something and then fill out the form and let me know, it's fine. There's
Okay.
there's no rush on that.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep.
Well, I actually like that a lot. So let's see how this one goes. Play it again. This is a very similar starting hand. So the deck I'm playing against here is the fuse that Cardboard Newt used at Worlds. Not this year, but the year before. That is a dino, so Stampede will deal 4 damage. Can't have it all with this current hand, but you know what? I'm okay if that lives. scary. That Rageborn Eruptor.
If anyone wants to grab a drink or use the restroom, we still are waiting on a couple of rounds left here. At the earliest, I'll start the next round at next hour 05. So 7 minutes from now.
Oh, it's always sad when you have the army commander with the vampiric necromancer right at the beginning. So you just want to bring it back right away. Nothing to upgrade though. Oh yeah, but we just have the. So, this deck is interesting. I was definitely inspired by Max Panda last round after seeing his Vampiric with the Nova, and I went back to see if there was anything that would be interesting to try. And I think this specific red list is just very much has a lot of aggressive creatures. It's got a lot of breakthrough. So there's a lot of ways to just push damage quick. The problem is it just doesn't have a lot of removal.
Yeah, Michigan.
And more important things, but it's all good.
Is football happening? Are we just announcing our hatred of states?
Yeah, football. Will Johnson just got pick 6, so.
I'm always a big fan of LSU losing.
Oh well, they're playing USC.
So,
that was a really good joke.
So
UCLA.
Solomon, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was wondering, who's Michigan playing today? USC, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here in the Cornhusker State, Nebraska. I went to the game last night and got to watch them lose in overtime. So, you want some agony, Thomas Solimer? Try, celebration of the 400th sellout in a row and lose in overtime. Try that.
Yeah. You just need a time machine back to the 90s when they were running the option and winning national championships. Back when Scott Frost was a player instead of a coach.
Right. Yeah, no, I think the Huskers are on the right direction. It's just, right now their quarterback actually is pretty good. He's just a true freshman. So you're going to go through some growing pains with a true freshman quarterback. There was a wide open guy. It was 3rd and 3, kind of towards the end of the game. He had a wide open guy in the end zone and he just overthrew him a little bit. I think if he hits that guy in the end zone, I think the Huskers win the game. But then it was 3rd and 3. They had like a 30-some-yard field goal, and of course the field goal kicker botched the field goal, and that also would have given them a 3-point lead. But instead, it went into overtime, and of course they just get smashed in overtime. So it is what it is. You got a young team, so you're going to have some of those growing pains, but. Yeah, I think everybody around here understands, like, we're not going back to the 90s. Like, that's just not happening. But if we could have a relevant team that wins and gets to a bowl game, we haven't even had that for like 8+ years. I think people would be happy with that even.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody check out the freshman quarterback, he's a lookalike of another quarterback. He's a number red 15. So there's a bunch of memes on the internet. He basically looks like Patrick Mahomes' little brother. And actually, he plays the game very similar. So as you're watching the game, it's like, am I watching? I mean, obviously, he's not. I don't want to say he's Patrick Mahomes level. I mean, nobody is, but like, it's like a little mini freshman version of him kind of thing. It's kind of fun.
Well, it could be worse. You could be my Aggies who lost at home to Notre Dame, and then Notre Dame loses the next week to Northern Illinois. So we're not as good as Northern Illinois.
Yeah, those. Well, and that was the week that everybody was pumping. I heard some people saying like, "Oh, just pencil Notre Dame in for the playoff now, right? Like they're not going to lose another game. Like just pencil them in now." And it's like the very next week they lose to Northern Illinois. I'm like, oh, okay, this is why we don't get ahead of ourselves here, people. You never know. The season is a long season, and that's why they play the games. It's not an auto, it's not just auto wins here. So yeah, that was kind of funny. Not if you were a fan of Notre Dame, I guess. That probably wasn't funny, but I found it humorous.
Now I got to sit here and look at UT being somehow the #1 team.
Hook 'em horns. Let's go.
So saw them off.
I think one of my favorite college football memories was when I was in school. Navy beat Notre Dame at home, and we got to start the Rudy chant right under touchdown Jesus. They didn't like that in the fourth quarter.
One of my buddies at A&M, his dad went to Notre Dame, and apparently that's the only game, the Rudy game was the only game he ever went to and actually left before the game ended.
All right.
Yo, Radius, how many games have you won yet today? Radius.
Winning, what's that?
Okay, someone go ahead and stop doing that.
That's blame me in my SolForge tournaments. I encourage use of the soundboard. That tends to bleed over into other official events.
Got it.
Come here. I'm dying, son.
Or are we just taking a break for a couple minutes?
No, it looks like the last round actually just finished up. So
it's better to be a workaholic than a brokeaholic.
Who won?
Looks like we got one more round here. I didn't see what table that was at. I just see that it now completed. We are now good. Gonna go ahead and post round 4. This will be final round. Everyone, best of luck and have fun.
Thanks for hosting, Lucas. You did a great job. Huge event. Congrats on everybody for making it so big.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you so much for running it.
Thank you.
Huge turnout.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. I think this is that one. All right.
So how you doing today?
Doing all right yourself?
Doing all right.
Let's put the number here in the chat. I think they're already.
Yeah, I'm typing in your number right now.
Cool.
All right, sending you an invite.
Accepted.
Awesome.
All right. Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, you as well. All right. So it looks like he's muting, so I'll mute as well. Let's see what deck he's playing. Oops. Yeah, this is pretty sick. Huh. It's a good amount of removal. Some really aggressive creatures. We got a Hantu as well. So Maw will give my next creature -2/-2. I think I just level up, even though I'd rather play the Ferocious Roar. It doesn't hurt to level this up. Especially because now it's like a lightning rod for removal or an answer. This is an interesting hand. I could do a lot with it. So there's Hantu, which at this point I feel like it might be Spite Maiden into Grave Pact and then Taliesin into Toxic Spores or something like that. So we'll go. Alright, that Toxic Spores is really nice here. I think I'll go in front of them all. Huh. It looks like we are frozen. I can't play anything. Hey, by any chance, do you have like an undo button or anything? Because it's not letting me play any of the cards. Oh, never mind. We got it. I guess I had to just touch a bunch of cards and then they now let me actually play something. So, never mind.
It's all good.
Now, that's a good question. Are we getting rid of Portal Shade or Stormcaller? I think I'd rather get rid of Portal Shade. Taking a little more than I expected there. life gain, which is kind of sad. But I guess we'll go Allison first. Ugh, that's brutal. Alright, so we can go Bartok into Vermin, into Dreadbolt, I guess. All right. My spell count's a lot lower than where I want it to be, so we're not mantising here. Probably go to Bartok into Blight Witch. So that's fine. Got spell sprites. It's gonna die either way, so. Alright, now that's easy. Although I'm not in good shape here. Taking 10. Really, here I'm gonna need to get a little lucky with this hand, which actually it's not that bad. So how are we just gonna play it though? I don't have anything with breakthrough. That's the biggest issue. And that Dardisian Siphon is a little rough, so I'm not really able to sacrifice anything, but I could technically go Taliesin into Spite Maiden, so I only lose 2. Play the Disian Siphon, then I play the Vermin, and then we get the Primal Surge for free. We'll probably go Taliesin into Vermin, and then Spite Maiden into Siphon. Teetering on the edge here. Okay. So we're taking 2. If they have a pump, they have a pump, and I'm just dead. Or if they have turnabout, I'm dead. So there's not a lot of options here. So we're just gonna go take the damage, play that, then play that, and hope we don't die. There's quite a few cards that just kill me right here, though. Although if I manage to live through this turn, I might be able to pull it out. Okay, so obviously I don't take the damage. All right. So I could gain some life. And then the hope is I could Dark Forge drain one of the things away. So we got a Hantu, okay. Okay if he reanimates, though. I guess my biggest potential out is if they don't block Blight Witch. Okay. So probably need to block. So if I actually Ferocious Roar, it's +2 damage with all of this, but then I'm at 0. So let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 12. That's 21 damage. I could sack here. Ferocious Roar. I think that's the move. But it's not lethal. And then I let him reanimate all his stuff. Well, nothing actually dies, and I take 2. Although if I play the Ferocious Roar, then stuff dies. But I think I'm okay with that. If I draw the Vampiric. Oh, this is stressful. So if I go... So basically, if they drew Flame Jet, I'm dead. They have it, they have it. That is not a Flame Jet, okay. So if we kill Hantu, the next creature is getting -8/-8. Dang. Can I have it all? No. But that we have to kill. But if I activate first, then I'll have a 3/3. So we can't get the kill this turn. So instead, Dreadbolt. You gotta be careful. Although then he likely gets the Flame Jet. So that'll be 3. Hit that, that's a 3 plus 3. If I hit this, that's 3. He blocks this. I take 8. We go to sudden death, but then I give that plus 6. Ah, alright. We're gonna hit this. Question is, am I okay taking 2? I think I have to be. That should do it. Oh, hold on. No, it won't. Thank goodness. Alright, so just don't have Flame Jet, and then I'm in a good spot. So we got life gain. I Discian Siphon into Stegadon. Actually, Discian Siphon just wins. He's not playing super quick, which means it might not be a Flame Jet. Oh, thank gosh. G. Wow, that was such a good game.
Yeah, good game, no doubt.
I was so terrified. If you hit the Flame Jet, I was done.
Yeah, I was hoping they just didn't do it, but yeah, the Distant Siphon gets me under it for the fights. Good one.
Yeah. Oof. Well, thanks for the game. That deck was insane.
Yeah. Thanks. Yep. Good luck.
Thanks. All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Oof. That was a game. That was one of the more fun games I've played in a while. So very cool. Let me report that. Yeah, that was just like really close.
Hello.
Hey, is there anything else that we should be sticking around for? Or?
No, feel free to head on out. I'm just sticking around in case anyone has any questions.
I actually want to make Fletch show up out of the woodwork, so I have a question for Fletch. I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
Summon Fletch from the ether.
Yeah. But that joke you made earlier about like, are you upset about football? Are you just angry at states? Was really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I do my hardest to make jokes out of everything.
Yeah. But that one specifically, like, I was laughing pretty hard.
Good.
Yeah.
And now, thank you for letting me know. My confidence will be bolstered for the next half hour.
Oh, for sure. No, but this was a lot of fun, and honestly, I'm glad that this was like a nice and quick one as well. Just because like this weekend is like super hectic, so like I was like, sorry, Liz, I need to play games for a little while. But
yeah, no, 2.5 hours. Like this is four rounds, and that's it. I think top 8 is fun and whatnot for competitive events, but like for this, there's no point.
Yeah, for sure. And it was very, very generous pricing. Like, it was one of those things where it's like I didn't have enough time to mint a deck right before because I was just like I didn't know what I was playing, and I like found out I had the time like at like probably about 15-20 minutes before the start of the event. But like I was like even just reading through how much coins you guys were giving out and stuff versus how much like packs and prizes, like this was a really, really nice event.
Yeah, that we wanted to have something exciting out there for people to look forward to, and for newer players to join in and start their collection.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah,
definitely good stuff. Well, thanks for hosting. I gotta get going, but like,
yeah,
great.
We'll catch you around.
Yeah, see you around. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Yeah, sorry. I just want to make sure I wasn't still in the Discord chat. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. It's been a little while since I played at an event. Like I said, just been really hectic with life. I started a new job a couple months ago and just closed or in the process of closing on a new house. So it's just very busy with personal life stuff. But my hope is to get back into a regular cadence of events soon, and I'll try to be participating in more events as well. Specifically, just the weeknights right now are a little bit harder, but once I move, my drive to work will go from like over an hour to about 30 minutes. So like even just like weeknights will be a little bit easier because I'll be able to sleep a little bit later in the morning and then not have to worry about traffic, and I'll be able to leave at a little bit like of a more reasonable time and all that kind of stuff just compared to like how long my drive is. So thank you for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. I will say with this deck though, it can be a glass cannon, but it could also be pretty fun to play. So like definitely if you can just remove my big pieces, it can just kind of fall apart, but it's also just out of nowhere can just push like 30, 40, 50 damage. So it's a very interesting list. It's one that I enjoy playing, but one that I don't think I could bring to like a top tier competitive event as a result, just because like a lot of people play a lot of removal. So my hope is that because the next I would say month or so is going to be pretty hectic for me. I'll try to jump on a couple events and do a couple streams in the near future. But I will say that probably around the end of October to mid of November, things will settle. I plan to push another invitational. I've got a ton of prizes to give away. So I've got like some Fuse Fest mats, Fuse Fest promos, OP promos, and then there was a couple people as they were like leaving the game a couple months ago. I got a ton of just like Ultimate Championship promos, Forgeborn overlays, all this cool stuff. And I also do have some sealed product for the next invitational as well to give away as prizes. So that's some really exciting stuff. So keep an eye out for that. It will be coming. I know I keep saying, oh, it's going to start again soon. And I've been delaying a little bit just with like how busy life has been, but it will be coming. So keep an eye out. I'll be posting on the Discord. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.